the jobs that you can get after completing ACCA, or the scope of ACCA, the placement opportunities. What is it? What is the truth? I've read so much on the internet. Some friends are telling me this, some people are telling me that. What really happens in the real world? So I'm going to split this topic into two parts. One is the scope and opportunities in India, and then overseas. I'll first complete India. In India, the kind of companies that hire ACCAs are generally the multinational companies, right? So starting with the big four: KPMG, PwC, EY, and Deloitte. I'm going to add Grant Thornton and BDO. These are big six, as we call them, accounting firms, multinational accounting firms, which are of course present in India, spread across all metros. These guys hire ACCAs at the same level as that of CAs in many profiles. Besides these companies, there are a lot of other companies, such as you can take Standard Chartered, you can take American Express, you can take CRISIL, you can take Maersk, you can take many other tier 2 companies as well. I think we also have people who have worked in JP Morgan, BNP Paribas, Morgan Stanley. So these are the kind of companies that have hired so far ACCAs in India that we know of. In fact, companies like ICICI Securities, Kotak, HDFC have also hired students from India. ZEL students that I'm talking about, or faculty members that we know of. Second, what kind of roles? What are the profiles? So I'll try and make it simple, right? And ACCA should be able to perform any role that a chartered accountant of India performs, except for direct and indirect tax. So what does that leave out, right? That leaves out the entire auditing, advisory, consulting, and anything in the field of finance and accounting minus tax. So the kind of departments that people generally go for, right? Accounting advisory in India, which is IFRS. And by the way, all these profiles I want to talk about will be offered by all the companies I mentioned earlier. Accounting advisory, mergers and acquisitions, valuations, statutory audit. I know you can't sign as an ACCA, but you do get a position at the level of a CA in all these companies. And then as you rise, you either become a director and be okay, or beyond that stage, you move out maybe to another country, but a director has almost the same perks as that of a signing authority partner. Statutory audit, internal audit, forensic audit. Forensic audit is relatively new. We get a lot of people who get into financial analysis, some people who get into due diligence. I remember I was interviewed for due diligence. I used to work in international taxation, which is transfer pricing. These are the kind of roles, that profiles that Indian students or Indian candidates are hired into. You can go to acccareers.com and filter out India, and you'll see the kind of positions. However, those might be experience as well. The ones I'm talking about are a mix of people in their internship, freshers, as well as experienced candidates. Lastly comes the salary package. What is the salary package range like? I'll give you a few reference points. Right? If you're a normal graduate from college, just the BCom or a BBA, let's say on a decent college, you get around a 4 lakh rupee package. And if you're a chartered accountant in India from working in these MNCs, let's say it's an 8 lakh package. So a BCom with nothing gets around 4 lakhs. A CA qualified fresher with articleship experience gets around 8 lakhs. And ACCA generally gets closer or equal to that of a CA. So if you're an intern, right, if you've completed, so at ZEL, we suggest students that when they've completed in their second out of 3 levels of ACCA, they should start working. If you do that, it doesn't matter what pay package you get. You generally do get, we have clients who've asked us for pay packages range all the way up to 30,000. So when you're in college, when you're studying, it's fine. Just work hard, gain as much experience as possible, take a little bit of income, pay off a little bit of your studies if you have to. The pay package at the intern level is not that important. But once you reach a fresher level, most of the people who get hired equal to that of a CA. So 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs, all the way up to 10 lakhs, even as freshers after completing their ACCA exams as well as a little bit of their experience. So this is what happens in India, right? From our faculty members who work with us, right? In the Indian system, referrals at MNCs work a lot. So a lot of our faculties keep recommending our students, right? I went and met one of the big four last couple of weeks back in Bangalore. They are looking for approximately maybe a 600 to 700 member intake for interns for a 6-month period. And that's an amazing experience for so many people who want to start their career in the field of finance and accounts. We have companies who come and conduct placement drives and hire at different stages across the year. So this is, guys, the scope that's there in India. Now coming to international. Once again, first of all, search on acccareers.com and you'll see. That being said, the kind of countries that our students have gone to are Dubai, UK, Canada, the most frequently. I know people who've gotten a job sitting in India in Australia, in Melbourne. A few years ago, I had a 55,000 Australian dollar package. I know some of our students are working in Singapore, right? I know faculty members have gone and worked in Canada and Dubai. So the scope for international, for students who have international aspirations, you first of all, have recognition in these countries as ACCS. You can get the jobs from India and the pay package is quite high, right? You might have to work a little hard in terms of finding them. Maybe the ACCA Careers website will help you, maybe through and through references. But here's the deal. You've got to be open to a few things which are not, you cannot make a decision to study ACCA based on these, but these are the questions that students ask. What is the package? Every country has different currencies, different packages that they offer. Is it equivalent to their chartered accountant? Do they have a local chartered accountant qualification, or what is it? That is very variable, right? That also will depend on different countries, in different profiles, at your level of different experience, based on your experience. So the pay package is going to be variable. Second, what about visa and this and that? Look, that really depends a lot on the country you're talking about and your entire background. And third, we don't know what the economic situation of the country is, right? UK used to be amazing, and then Brexit happened, and then there was a huge sort of delay in people getting jobs there. But Canada, Australia, Dubai have opened their arms to a lot of international immigrants coming in as accountants, as finance experts. So there you get jobs more easily. So you've got to understand that international opportunities are there, but it's a task to get them. But if you get them, it's completely worth it because of so many other people in our network that have gotten an amazing stellar career overseas because of ACCA. Lastly, my point is that no matter whether you look at India or overseas, which level you start at, what experience you have, it could be zero, it could be a lot, what companies you start at, what companies experience you have in the past, what role you've taken, all these things, guys, will matter. So think of it like this. If I complete ACCA, my internship or my articleship corresponding of PER, we made a video on PER if you'd like to check it out. On PER, I won't look at the salary package then, but once I've completed that, I become what we call an ACCA member. I will try to earn an opportunity in a multinational, which has a well-recognized brand, which hires ACCAs happily at the same package as that of a chartered accountant. That should be the goal. However, if yours is different, completely understand. A lot of people do have different options, different opportunities, but this is what most of students I know go for. And I think a lot of y'all might be dreaming for such a career. So with that said, I hope that this has helped you guys. If I've missed anything, as always, put it in the comments. And if I've not mentioned this earlier, then please do subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Thank you.